The Phantom, Omegi, Series 3. The Phantom, and the Night Owls having narrowly escaped the clutches of the law enforcement, found himself face to face with Darkheep, a rival gang with whom he had unfinished business. Tensions crackled in the air as the two groups confronted each other in the dimly lit alleyways of Noirville. Darkheep's leader, a shadowy figure known only as the Shadow, stepped forward, his eyes gleaming with malice. Well, if it isn't the Phantom," he sneered. "You thought you could escape us, didn't you?" The Phantom remained calm, his steely gaze meeting the Shadow's. "I'm done playing games with you, Shadow. What do you want?" A sinister grin spread across the Shadow's face. "Oh. Just a little payback for the trouble you've caused us. And of course, there's the matter of that hefty sum you owe us." Before the Phantom could respond, chaos erupted as the Night Owls, still hooting and taunting in the streets, launched an unexpected attack. In the ensuing melee, money bags were torn open, and cash scattered like confetti. Amidst the chaos, the Phantom and his allies fought fiercely against both the Night Owls and Darkheep. Their skills honed from years of navigating Noirville's treacherous underworld. But as the dust settled, it became clear that Darkheep had managed to slip away, leaving the Phantom and his crew battered but determined. Breathing heavily, the Phantom surveyed the scene, his mind already calculating his next move. With both the Night Owls and Darkheep on his tail, he knew that the streets of Noirville had become more dangerous than ever. But as the Phantom vanished into the shadows, one thing was certain: he would stop at nothing to protect his city from the forces of darkness. Deepheep and the Night Owls found themselves in a tense standoff as they squared off in the dimly lit alley. The air was thick with tension as both sides braced themselves for the impending shootout. Deepheep, with his keen instincts, scanned the area for any potential advantage, while the Night Owls remained stoic, their eyes gleaming with determination. Without warning, the first shot rang out, breaking the silence of the night. Bullets whizzed through the air, sending sparks flying as they ricocheted off the walls. Deepheep and his companions dove for cover, returning fire with precision and skill. The alley echoed with the sound of gunfire as the two sides exchanged volleys, each determined to emerge victorious. Despite the chaos and danger, Deepheep remained calm, his focus unwavering as he strategized his next move. With swift precision, he signaled to his team, coordinating their efforts to outmaneuver the Night Owls. Together, they pressed forward, inching closer to their foes with each passing moment. As the intensity of the shootout reached its peak, Deepheep spotted an opening and seized the opportunity. With a decisive burst of action, he led his team in a daring flanking maneuver, catching the Night Owls off guard. In a flurry of gunfire and shouts, the tide of the battle turned, and the Night Owls found themselves outnumbered and outmaneuvered. Realizing their defeat was imminent, the Night Owls made a desperate attempt to retreat, but Deepheep and his team were relentless in their pursuit. With determination fueling their every move, they chased down their adversaries, bringing an end to the shootout once and for all. As the dust settled and the echoes of faded away, Deepheep and his companions emerged victorious, their mission accomplished. With a sense of satisfaction, they regrouped, knowing that they had prevailed against all odds. And as they vanished into the night, their legend grew, leaving behind only whispers of their daring exploits. As the phantom stood amidst the chaos, his heart heavy with despair, he raised his voice in a desperate plea, calling out to the night owls to return. The wail of sirens filled the air, signaling the arrival of law enforcement, adding to the urgency of the moment. With a heavy heart, the phantom watched as the night owls hesitated, torn between their allegiance to their leader and the looming threat of capture. The sirens grew louder, their shrill sound echoing off the walls of the alley, heightening the tension as time seemed to stand still. In a moment of clarity, the phantom realized that the battle was lost, and the safety of his comrades was paramount. Swallowing his pride, he issued a final command, urging the night owls to retreat and live to fight another day. Reluctantly, they obeyed, disappearing into the shadows as the sirens drew closer. Alone in the aftermath of the shootout, the phantom stood in silence, his thoughts consumed by the events that had unfolded. Despite the setback, a flicker of determination ignited within him, driving him to continue the fight against injustice, albeit through different means. With a heavy heart and a renewed sense of purpose, the phantom vanished into the night, knowing that the battle may have been lost, but the war was far from over. And as the sirens faded into the distance, he disappeared into the darkness, a solitary figure, determined to rise again from the ashes.